Good morning. It's Gary Hewitt from Thought Knox, and we're looking at today some more software development. So this is, we've looked at assets before, so this is a particular asset. This is a YouTube video that I made regarding, what I call the social media tax. So what we're going to look at right now is the the social media shareables, and I will hide that. There we go. So we have a list of shareable suggestions that have been generated by AI. In fact, why don't we go through and let's just get rid of them, and then you can see the process. There's 16 of them. Well, let's do this. This is just a standard data tables interface, and it's server side, so the page doesn't have to refresh whenever you do anything, which is quite normal. And we'll just toast all of those. So again, no page refresh, it just updated, and away we go. When we do now we've got some preamble where we can send some instructions to the AI, part of the prompt. And what we've done lately is we've added, now we're going to ask the AI to do it, and we've now got a pop-up, so it's a little bit more, you're more aware that you're about to do this, and we can set a number of parameters. And my goal here is to be able to turn these on or off and allow anybody to put, any authorized individual of course, to put in their own parameters that can be fed to the AI. If there's particular scales that you'd like to put in, or toggles, I'm thinking like first person, third person, that kind of thing, that would guide the AI in the way that it does it. So this particular process is set up right now, backgrounds, so the refreshes, it's polling, which is not ideal. I'd have to set up a WebSocket because of the way it backgrounds with the AI. I'd have to set up a WebSocket to get this to directly poll, but that's within our wheelhouse. I don't know that it's critical for this particular thing. Anyway, so here it has gone through and it has created the hashtags, and it has created the actual post. We'll see where this shows up again in a minute, but it's done it based on all those parameters that we've sent it. Plus, we've got a number of tunings for each social media site, which you'll see on the other side. So if we go look at this asset, we'll go through the short link here. So there's the video itself on one of our pages, and now we have the shareables, which I've shown before, but now you've got the some guidance as to what makes a good shareable, and then the shareables themselves. So for each, if I wanted to share this on LinkedIn, for example, this is based on roughly the suggestions of best practices for doing so. So the idea is that it's not about sharing my stuff, and at some point we want to get other people to share my stuff, to get my stuff in front of different eyeballs, because when I share it, it's the same eyeballs that are going to see it. A bigger part of this process is there will be invitations to people to get their stuff in our system as part of courses and drip campaigns and so on, so that their stuff can also go through this process and get shared and get in front of even more eyeballs. So that's where we are right now. Let's see if I can go back. When we do the full screen, we kind of lose things. There we go. And let's go back to full screen, and ta-da. Then, like I say, our goal is we're building this on behalf of other people. So we're sharing what we do as we go along, so we've got some documentation so people know what to expect when they come and use the platform. So we have some simple programs that we've set up that will guide people through so that you can experience it. Because the biggest challenge I find is if you were trying to create some online course or online program, it's like you have to do everything all at once before you can do anything. In other words, there's a high barrier to entry. There are platforms, any number of platforms that help with that, but it's still a matter of there's a lot of work to do. Our goal is to see if we can break this down into simple steps that people can learn this process by osmosis. So in other words, instead of building an entire course, could you build a piece of someone else's course? And then from there, could you build several pieces? And then from there, could you put those pieces together in such a way that it becomes your own course? Right? That's where we're headed with this. We've gotten most of the pieces in place. There's a few more to go. Now that we're getting the AI wrangled into a controllable format. And of course, everything that we've done here, we can click on and edit manually if need be to update it. So if we don't quite like what the AI says, we can retune it, which is kind of an important thing. What I find a lot of people, they let AI run amok. And then, this is like the big guys like Google and so on. They let it run amok and then, kind of scratch their head is why are we cleaning up this mess after the fact? So our goal here is that this is all going to be human reviewed, so we're not in that situation. We don't let the AI on the front line, at least not yet, until it's had enough time and battle scars to prove itself. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in a future video where we start talking about more of the domains and the pages that we're building. Again, with the assistance of AI in order to help other people get in the game of delivering their content, especially people that are devoted to their craft. That, I believe, is our audience. That's who we're aiming for, because it's tough to take time off of your craft in order to learn another whole different craft or technology in order to put your craft online. And we're seeing if we can alleviate some of that pain for some people. So thank you for watching, and we will see you in a future video.